It's Kieran Hebden for FightView360.com. Here with me I've got middleweight prospect Kyle Haywood. How are you, Kyle?
Alright mate, how are you?
I'm okay, thank you mate. Right, okay. At what age did you start and what made you want to get into boxing?
Started when I was 12. It was sort of, I was encouraged by my parents to come up to the gym because I was always fighting in the streets.
In school,
and, at school like ringing my mum saying, oh yeah, your lad's been in a fight again. So my mum encouraged me to come up to the boxing gym to try to channel my aggression.
So your amateur career, did that start at 12 as well, or did you just...
I come up the gym and 6 months later I had my first fight when I was 13, just turned 13.
Right.
I won that on points.
And am I right in thinking that you went to the Haringey Box Cup, is it?
Yeah, that was about 2 years ago. That was the last thing I won as an amateur. And got gold, it's like an international tournament.
Right. Okay, so you signed with Greaves Promotions, renowned coach, but as well as being your promoter, he is your coach as well.
Yeah.
How's that partnership forming?
It's wicked, to be fair. It's exactly what I need. Like, me and Carl will get on so well. Like, it's the sort of person I can ring up if I've got any issues, any problems. I can ring him up straight away, and he's just always on the end of the phone or go see him or whatever.
So you'd say it's going well?
Yeah, it's going well. Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
It's training in Newark, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where you're training, yeah.
That's the only downside.
The only downside, yeah.
Because obviously I work full time at the minute, so it's a travelling an hour and 15 minutes from when I finish work. Then travelling to go and train, and obviously when you run in the mornings as well, it kills you, but it seems it's worth it. So.
Okay, so it'll be So you jumped from super welterweight to middleweight in your between the last two fights you've had. Was it a struggle making the weight, or is it just the fact that the guy?
The fight was matched. So my last one was at 11.6. Whereas the fight that I had before was 11.6 as well, but I weighed in light on the one before. Carl likes to weigh in bang on what it's matched at, obviously not to give too much away, so weighed in at 11.6, whereas my opponent weighed in at 12.6, so I think that's light, heavy in it.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Obviously, didn't have much choice but to take the fight, because obviously I'd sold a lot of tickets and that, so didn't last very long. So.
Well, it didn't I was just about to get to that. It was a first round knockout after what, about 20 seconds, 30 seconds?
Well, I weren't sure, so I had a look. I actually looked it up on box records as a minute, but I don't think it was quite a minute. I think it was a bit less than a minute.
No, like I say, we were sitting ringside and it was definitely under a minute. It was a body shot that finished him off, is that right?
Yeah, it was I hit him to the body, I think he was going with that, and then 1-2.
1-2 and he's down.
Yeah.
So we're now in April, 1st of April. What can we expect from Kyle Haywood by the end of this year?
By the end of this year, 5-0.
5-0, and it's learning fights for now, progression.
Fights. Obviously, the last fight's okay. It's good for people that come in to watch and they're like, yeah, you knocked him out, whatever. But really, I don't really want that. I want to do the rounds. I want to learn the pro game. Obviously, I've had a lot of amateur fights, but I wanted to get the best out of my early career, especially.
I say get them
up for the big fights and for the title fights when I'm in contention for titles.
So the Midlands area title is currently vacant at your weight. Is it something you'd be targeting by next year? Is that something you'd be looking at?
Definitely something I'll be targeting for next year.
Right, okay. Have we got a date penciled in for your next fight?
Yep, it's the 20th of May, I think it is.
Yeah.
At Newark Showground.
So no opponent announced for that just yet.
No opponent. It was literally announced probably 2 or 3 days ago. So.
Another thing, I'm not sure if you've seen this on an interview at the minute. Leon Woodstock and a campmate of yours, Sam Bowen.
Yeah.
There's talks to them maybe fighting anytime soon. Do you think that'd be a good fight for Sam?
You know what? Obviously, I've seen them like what they both had to say in that. I think it'd be a wicked fight. It'd be a wicked fight for the area, but obviously, you've got to think in boxing terms. It'd be better to fight for something probably a little bit more than a Midlands title.
More meaningful.
Because they're both like they both got real talent. So
So you think that's one for the future
So I think
rather
that's
than
definitely
later?
one for the future. It's definitely one I'd like to see anyway.
Well, we'll soon find out. We've got him in the next couple of weeks, Leon, with
Yeah.
stuff anyway. So thank you very much for your time, Kyle. Where can
Yeah.
people reach you on social media?
Kyle Haywood on Facebook and Kyle282 on Twitter.
Right.
Kyle Hammertime on Instagram.
Thank you very much for your time, mate.
Standing.